There's the whistle, and here we go. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Sommer has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, goalkeepers usually make the headlines for spectacular saves, Peter, and this fella's certainly capable of all that. But I think his main influence will be a little less obvious. By communicating with his defence and offering leadership at the back, he spreads a calmness and stability throughout the team. You have to have that relationship with your defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
He'll be disappointed with that.
DiMarco, and he's been shifted off it. He's found the way through. Pulls it back, chance for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Rafael Leao. Ambitious ball here. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pass somewhat off target. Dumfries. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Rafael Leao has been caught there, it's a foul. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He's away! Good chance here! Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. De Vrij going full tilt down the left. What a throw in. Oh, easy pickings there. Threads one in. He's in a great position here. Oh, this looks sharp. It's a goal kick. Dumfries. Can he get it through? That's been intercepted.
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. And this is Modric. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Shoots! Short changes him with that pass. Loftus-Cheek. Now then, the ball's come loose. And the counter is on. Driving forward. Now that looks a decent ball. He's come in hard. And that has been clubbed away. Tries to play it through. He's onside. Loftus-Cheek. Played into space. That's beautifully weighted. But it turned out that that was not the case. The referee has given a corner. The Vrij tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Backward it goes. The Vrij can get it clear. That's the keeper's ball. Sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rafael Leao! Shot, surely! Rafael Leao! That is wonderful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think...
Could be danger here! Barella. And it's Loftus-Cheek. He's a sharp little ball here. Zielinski. Oh, it's come loose. And he's let fly. It's run loose here. Dumfries. Aimed beyond the defence. Estupinian. And they're quick to get it back. Modric! And there is the half-time whistle. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Terrific header! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Dumfries. And that's another good win of the ball. DiMarco. And the cross comes in.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Looking to play him in. Big chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up.
Loftus-Cheek! That's another chance! Sticks it away! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now, this could be a chance. And he's there to clear it. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Rabiot. Oh, no joy this time. Keeper. Milan have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Modric! Çalhanoğlu. Nicely weighted ball. Played into space out wide. Çalhanoğlu. Zielinski looking to run onto it. DiMarco. In by DiMarco. Rafael Leao on 2 now and looking for 3. Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
That was lovely, that.
He's picked his way through. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Milan have their 3rd corner. Modric plays it short. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Çalhanoğlu looking for the run. That is good alertness. Now it's Modric. Some really good ball movement. Dumfries kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that's put paid to a promising move. Modric unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's picked it up out wide. Real chance! And he's steered it beyond the post.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Looking for options for movement. No way through. Great vision. And he's well positioned here. Goes down, but nothing given. It's a pretty loose pass. Just 5 minutes left. Loftus-Cheek.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! Oh, denied at the last. Mkhitaryan. Dumfries. He is through here. Wriggles his way through. Dumfries stood his ground strongly. Estupiñán. Ricci goes on a run down the left wing. Now it's Rafael Leao. And that has left him in a heap. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. So a genuine chance to increase the lead. Oh, he really got hold of that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So thank you very much. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and and the shots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And we have our very first corner. There's the header! Harmlessly behind. Oh, just skips past his man. There's the shot! Oh, he's won it! The most decisive of all goals! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.